To say the least, we live in a society. Loneliness, it's rampant. So, I announced my plans to run for president in 2020, and my first order in office is state-mandated girlfriends. Look, trust me, just hear me out. This isn't gonna be anything new. It's not gonna be some weird authoritarian type shit, at least not yet.
I mean, nothing's different. Just like any 18-year-old man will get drafted, so will women. They just have to sign up for the state-mandated suitor program, and they will find themselves a lucky man within the next few weeks.
Just as a man would register for the draft when they turn 18 through the selective service program, female women will also have to register, but this time for the state-mandated girlfriend program. Because let me tell you, a lot of things, and I mean a lot of things, would be different if we all just had a little bit of companionship. I mean, do you really think, do you honestly think there would be that many anime fans and hentai enthusiasts if everyone just had someone to wake up beside them in the mornings? I mean, it's really hard to open up, for people, because social awkwardness is rampant. The internet kind of made us bred to stay inside and look for these false connections. Because, really and truly, your sweet internet points are false validation. They aren't real people. The bigger the number, the more soulless they become. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Staying inside in your room all day and just consuming more and more media and nothing that really is self-fulfilling isn't healthy. But what's the alternative? Going out into the real world and getting laughed at, getting looked down upon? It sucks. I can't say there is a right way to live your life, but I don't believe a lot of people would argue with me that having somebody to wake up beside you in the morning asking you, "Hey, how are you?" without those around you to be able to reel you back in and show you what you actually mean to people, you miss out on a major slice, an important part of the life pizza. Watch Evangelion, it explains it better than I do. Life's about struggle, it's about going out and getting laughed at. We're not all pretty faces. There's a reason I and many people hide behind anime profile pics. The world's ugly, and we try to shield ourselves from it a little bit with these perfect, ideal mediums of content. And for now, it seems to be the way to go, because there just doesn't seem to be any other solution. I advise for you to go out and get hurt. It's okay. Just take it one day at a time. It's not a race. No one's rushing you. You can go at your own pace. Or you can vote for me in 20XX, and I will make sure you will have a girlfriend mailed to you within my first 100 days in office. Just make sure you start writing down what exactly you want in a girlfriend, and I'll make sure our little federal bureau of girlfriends can send you one in the FedEx box, spick and span. But in all seriousness, the state-mandated girlfriends, it's a radical solution to a rampant problem. So before we get to a point where I have to mandate women to go out and force themselves to be with you, it's time for you to take a step out there yourself. Let's just see what you can do. Fuck it.
I may not have any actual scientific sources to back up anything I'm saying right now, but it's not like you're supposed to trust the voices of the internet half the time. Though through my personal experiences, I do see how companionship really does help mitigate those decisions and mindsets that come from just loneliness in general. See, I had a friend who was a femboy. And not even a meme femboy on Twitter with just a profile. I'm talking straight femboy, high thigh highs. No hate against him, but jeez. He's over it, and he gave me permission to talk about it, so it's not even a big deal. I'm not dissing him. In any case, he faced the same hardships as most people. Most of us anime profile pic people, we're not exactly the popular kids in high school. Luckily, we get over it most of the time. So he had one of those, debut things where he wanted to change his image, get better, and just be a new man for his final year of high school, which is all right. There's nothing mean about that. We all go through those transformation arcs. And everything was fine and good. He was losing weight. He was getting stronger. Honestly, he's an example for all you anime chubs. And so his ultimatum for his final form of his transformation was femboy. Thigh highs, pink sweaters, Instagram. It was all fine and dandy for us on the outside, because it was like, oh, okay, well, this guy's just doing stuff that he wants. He's just changing his image and living a new life as a new type of person. But what you didn't realize was that that whole arc of his was essentially a cry for help. Like I spoke earlier, there are many false forms of validation in the world. See, those happiness chemicals that happen in your brain, they can be manufactured. They can come from unnatural things, like, for example, gambling. When you hear that little cha-ching when you win, you know, gotcha games, you know what I'm talking about. Or when you beat a level, or when you drink. You know, everybody has their copes. And his cope just happened to be one of the most common copes of all. Internet points. You find an audience on the internet that give you validations through some weird numerical system, and all of a sudden you think you're God. It's that simple. With his little femboy phase on Instagram, he got lots of likes, following. I might even say he had a little bit of influence. But this was all really nothing. Those digits on the post, those likes, didn't mean anything, because in the end, his soul was still empty. He still had a longing for something greater. And that thing was companionship. How do I know? Because fast forward a couple of months, you know, femboy going strong, everybody is moderately uncomfortable. Ooh, I hit a root. He starts toning it down. He starts speaking with a little bit more confidence. He looks better overall in mood and such. And lo and behold, he had gotten himself a girlfriend. An internet girlfriend turned physical, loving girlfriend. So yeah, it can happen. He started posting less frequently, and every time he posted, it was progressively more tame than his previous post. Till eventually, he just turned into a goth person. So, I mean, it's all right. It's better than femboy, but still goth. But it's progress. And that progress came from the companionship he felt from that girl. Instead of looking for likes from a faceless person who will just scroll past his post 2 seconds after seeing it, he found validation and companionship from those around him. The girlfriend, the friend group, all those things. He learned to grow and mature and just be a better person through that other person. He grew, he matured, he went through the hardships of loneliness and met someone at the end of the tunnel. I mean, that's like fairy tale type shit right there. All of a sudden, with her, those internet points just didn't matter. Now he just posts goth pictures, which, I mean, I'd take that over femboy pics. At least that won't make people question why it's on my feed. But it's simple as that. It's companionship, it's compassion, inclusivity. It's the trials and tribulations you only get from stepping out into the world. And I've been on subreddits like Forever Alone where they make it seem like it's impossible, but, you know, yeah, fuck it, it's impossible. Let's just say it's impossible. If you want to be a negative Nancy, we'll just say it's impossible. Fuck it, let's just say it's impossible. There, you happy? Was that easy? You took the easier out, motherfucker. You called it impossible. VTubers, internet personalities, celebrities, it's all fake. It's all volatile. It's nothing to anchor your beliefs on. You are who you meet, essentially. I'm not saying other people justify what you are or dictate what you become, but you can be influenced by other people. Whether that be a good way or a bad way is up to you.
And when you're in a little echo chamber that's your bedroom or wherever it is you dwell, you can often succumb to your own thoughts and your own overwhelming feelings. Having somebody else there to just guide you or slap you in the face a little bit to tell you to snap out of it goes a long way. Companionship is most likely the best remedy for that. Because like waifuism, man, this anime culture, it really is set on a foundation of loneliness, of a feeling that this imperfect world only exists to bring us down. Along with VTubers, because they are actual people, of course, but they are following a script or at least strict guidelines as to what they can and cannot say. It's alarming that so many people can get behind a manufactured person, because their entire personality is detailed and written out on a little plan and outline, and they have to follow it. So they really aren't genuine people. Yeah, they can genuinely interact through this personality they've been given, but in reality they are under contract. They're under some sort of corporate rule. I guess what's scarier is that the people who came up with the idea of VTubing and these online personalities like that are simply preying upon that loneliness I speak of. Because rather than providing a solution or trying to advocate for something actually meaningful, they'd rather just create this imitation of this genuine connection and profit off of it. Anime, video games, all these medias, they're all little bubbles, which is nothing wrong with that, but they are orchestrated and written out to turn out a certain way. It's kind of idealistic because they only work within their own little universes, and thus people can watch that, go brain dead, escape, and just live through those characters. It's all manufactured, it's all laid down bullet point for bullet point on how things will play out. And that's where you need to find a solution for all this loneliness. Some people would see VTubing and those online personalities as the solution. But you can see that it's equally as volatile as all those bitcoins and shit that people invest in, because one wrong word, one mention of Taiwan and your career is over. Just look at Coco. She says she's graduating off her own volition, but we all know it's China. But then people get emotionally attached. They become, fans, but then they get even further than that, to where they almost feed off of their existence. And that's because there is no genuine connections around them. We have failed as a society to promote these genuine connections. Inclusivity doesn't just mean ticking off the boxes on diversity and minority groups. It also means just including those people who are around you, making them feel like they're part of a family or something, because that's a growing problem. There's no sense of community anymore. Cell phones and this individualistic culture kind of promotes the idea of I, me, mine. I want this. This is for me. This is mine. It's all about yourself. And through that, you end up creating lackluster connections that are very superficial. It only causes pain. You're in a little egg of superficiality. Your connection to the outside is monitored and regulated. These screens in front of us, they promote this false idea of being able to expand yourself beyond the boundaries of your region, but it only goes to amplify how small you are.
We need to get you girlfriends. Jesus. Okay, I'm done now.